I made a video similar to this 2 or 3 times in the last few weeks on the channel, but every single time they're revealing new characters that are coming to Global Dokkan that make saving your stones harder than before. And now that is why I titled the video "Rip to Free-to-Play Players," because you really have to dig deep into your soul and really come up with the plan on how in the world you're going to save your stones. And I'm going to tell you this right now, I am going to do my absolute best to give you, every single time there's a new celebration, every single time there's new free stones on the horizon, I'm going to let you know, because I understand what it's like to be free to play. I've been there before, and I understand how important it is to have every single stone is extremely important. And with the lineup that we have for the end of the year, which I'm going to give you the updates right now, things are looking very, very tough for those who cannot spend that much money, or for those who are completely free to play. And the most recent update is what you have already heard of: Dragon Ball Heroes. We have the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4's hearts, a free to play character lags, and we're going to get at least 1 to 2 more new units or summonable units that have not been revealed just yet. And keep in mind, the craziest part about this is that they don't reveal the headlining units until, that time comes. So if you're telling me that the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s aren't the headlining units, what in the world is going to be the headlining unit for this year's Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration? I will have a video discussing this personally, but this is not the focus of this specific video. I just want you to understand that this is the most recent update for Global Dokkan's schedule regarding what you have to make a choice when it comes to what you're going to be summoning on, right? So right now we have the Gammas dropping in the next few days. These units are still, I would say, both of them are top 5 Dokkan Fest TORs in the game easily, which makes summoning on them super, super enticing, and I understand that. Then we have Vegeta and Trunks dropping early November, which, again, they should drop early November, right? As, Tech Gogeta did last year. Tech Gogeta last year dropped on the 3rd of November. They were the Tanabata LR for JP Dokkan, and this was the most recent Tanabata LR for JP Dokkan, so they should be dropping early November for a Global Dokkan. Now, the fact that this is a top 3 LR in the game makes this unit extremely enticing to summon on. They are one of the best defensive units in this entire game, so again, it's like you can't go wrong summoning on this banner. Of course, the banner isn't the greatest of all time, I understand that, but Vegeta and Trunks easily carry because how good they are. So for those who say the banner sucks, if you're summoning on the Double Rage Chilai and Fasha banner, there's no way you're not going to summon on this. So there's no point of bringing that up. You're going to be summoning on this, unless you're actually going to skip, which I can commend, or I can understand that because of how stacked the New Year's or the lineup is for the rest of the year. So again, we have Vegeta and Trunks, okay? After this, we're going to have some type of, part 2 LR banner. It's not going to be Merge Zamasu. Them dropping a top 5 Dokkan Fest, and then the part 2 LR banner, and then a banner with 5 new units in the same month is a lot. And they thought that same thing last year, which is why LR Janemba, who was the part 2 LR over on JP when Tech Gogeta dropped, did not drop right after Tech Gogeta on Global Dokkan. LR Janemba dropped, unfortunately, all the way in the month of January. So last year we had Tech Gogeta, then we had the part 2 random LR banner, nothing really too hype. And then they dropped Heroes later on in the month of November. I'm expecting the same thing to happen this year. Don't expect Merge Zamasu to be dropping in the middle of November. We're gonna get some random part 2 LR banner, and then boom, we have Heroes. And like I mentioned, there's usually 5 to 6 new characters, so we still, are missing 1 or 2 characters here. But these characters may not be the best characters of all time, but keep in mind that this is going to easily be some of the most hype stuff we have ever seen out of a Heroes collab, especially when the first 3 are more hype than last year and probably even the year before. I mean, the year before, I think the Super Saiyan 4s was definitely, look at this. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new units they dropped last year. This is just, I would say honestly, yeah, you know what? I'd agree that this lineup is so far more hype than this lineup right here. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is cool. But again, we'll have to see how. I think Limit Breakers is just extremely cool, and again, it doesn't really matter what's cool. The point is, a lot of hype is coming for the Heroes collab. It's not as easy. It's not as easy as a skip as last year's Heroes banner was. Just keep that in mind. All right. Then we have the Dokkan Fest that's dropping in the middle or the beginning of December, followed by, you know, the Carnival Double Race banner. I'm not saying Fasha and Chilai or Goku is going to drop in December. I just have something pulled up here for you to look at. It could be Resurrection F Blue Goku and Vegeta, followed by, you know, Double Rate Carnival LR Gold and Frieza. Whatever ends up happening in December for the Dokkan Fest and Part 2, it's going to be in the beginning of December, and then boom, the Part 2 LR is going to be through a Carnival banner, which is going to be very enticing to summon on. You have the new LR on a Double Rates Teal Coin banner. And then you have the Tanabata banner, which I should say right now, do not summon on. It's very hard to pull what you want. So I would say just buy the units you want with red coins. Vegeta and Trunks will not be available with red coins, by the way. Keep that in mind. And then we have the New Year Step Up banner, the best value thing in this entire game. 600 stones. Minimum 6 LRs guaranteed, minimum 9 Dokkan festivals guaranteed, and that's just, again, what's guaranteed at the end of the multi. You can still pull any LR that's on this banner in any of the other steps, and those of you that get really lucky, you're gonna have a great time summoning on this banner. So, and we also can't rule out the possibility of Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo dropping on Global Dokkan as well. I already mentioned I don't think it's gonna happen for a Global, because when you really think about it, how in the world are they going to get away with dropping a Dokkan Fest, a Double Rates banner, Tanabata banner, this Step Up banner, and then a dual Dokkan festival that JP usually gets? I don't think that's happening on Global Dokkan. I don't see that. That is way too much in the month of December. But I mean, they know that there's a lot of money flowing in the month of December, so it's really their chance to capitalize. I understand that it is what it is, but I'm telling you, there is so much happening at for the rest of the year. Easily the most stacked year of all time, and they continue to make it more stacked with the hype reveal after hype reveal. Let me know what you think. What banner are you personally going to summon on? Let me know. I mean, to me, it's very difficult for that. Again, free-to-play players, man, you're gonna have to, like I said, dig deep and really decide what in the world you're going to summon. And by the way, road to 60k before the end of the year. I think we'd have. I want to do something really fun as a challenge if we hit 60k before the end of the year. So let me know what you want to see. I'm thinking maybe building a Bio Broly cosplay on stream. We'll have to see what has to happen, but consider subscribing regardless. Daily content coming your way. You definitely don't want to miss it. But yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know what banner you're personally going to summon on. If you are new, if you are free to play, if you can't spend that much money, this is the banner you save for. I understand how difficult it's going to be to skip and to skip and to skip and to skip and skip and skip. I get it, but if you want the most value, if you care about most value per stone, this is what you save for. If you do not want to get shafted, this is what you save for. Okay. The unfortunate thing is that you can spend 1,000 stones on the Part 2 LR banner in November, or this banner in November, or this banner coming up very soon for Global, or Tanabata, and you're not guaranteed anything, unfortunately. You can go 1,000 stones and you not walk away with nothing. Literally not a single featured unit. It's possible. It's happened. I've seen it. I've actually lived that. Okay, so I know the pain that comes with not getting a single featured unit in 1,000 freaking Dragon Stones. Okay, it's impossible to have that happen with your 600 stones here, for this double rates not double rates, but the step up banner. I will also mention that Heroes is a guaranteed featured banner, so every single multi you perform, you're guaranteed to get one of the new featured units. Now, last year they had the same amount of new units paired up with the same amount of old units on the banner. So basically you had a 50% chance of walking away with one of the new units. But even though it's guaranteed featured, which makes getting shafted pretty hard, it's still unfortunately possible, because let's just say you really, really want Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You can end up pulling Vegeta 3 times in a row. and then one of the old units, and then hearts, and then one of the old units, and then another Vegeta, and then some of the other units. So like getting the one unit you want is not as easy as it sounds, but I mean with due time you're eventually going to get that character. But again, RNG still persists. The same way you spend 3,000 stones without a single LR that you want is the same way you can spend 3,000 stones on this banner and rainbow every single character except the one that you really want. And we all know what it's like. We all know what it's like to pull every unit besides the one that you really want, especially when the one that you want isn't even the newest character of all time. We know what Dokkan knows, okay? Dokkan knows. Do not let Dokkan catch you lacking. Only I can catch you lacking. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for rocking with me. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.